What's going on, people? This is Shaw Harris, and today, what are we doing? What are we doing today? Yeah, I got it. So, a couple weeks ago, I put on my Instagram stories that would you guys be interested in seeing a video on how you can actually use your iPhone to take good photos, take professional quality photos? And a lot of people say yes. So here it is. Over the past couple of weeks and months, I've been seeing a lot of people, instead of hiring photographers, they just go out and say, you know what, I'm gonna take good photos with my phone. Which, the way that iPhones and I was gonna say Androids, but iPhones are the only phones that have good quality. So with the way that iPhones are set up, so if you know how to use the camera in your phone, you can actually take some fire ass photos. So what I want to do today is just give out 3 quick ass tips on how you can actually do that and how your photos look semi-professional. So number 1 is shooting good light. So I see a lot of people who want to use their phone and they want to take photos in the middle of the night when you know it's going to look grainy. I know it's going to look grainy, so don't even do it. The best time to do it is during the middle of the day or when it's an overcast and you can actually get some good photos. So like with me, when I shoot with my Canon EOS R, if I don't have the right lens, I know at night it's going to look crazy. So instead of my photos looking crazy, I usually advise, people that I'm working with, clients, or if I just feel like taking photos, that I'm gonna usually shoot it usually in the middle of the day, or usually when the sun is not the highest out. So anytime it's daylight, got an overcast, those are the perfect days or times of the day to actually shoot sun. So don't shoot stuff at night, shoot stuff in good lighting. Yeah, just shoot stuff in good lighting. That's pretty much all I should have to say. Just shoot stuff in good lighting, and you should know what good lighting is. Number 2 is really just comes down to how you shoot it. So what I tell people all the time, or how I do when I'm shooting, like my wife, and she makes me shoot 57 photos for every new outfit she gets. But what I do is find a place that looks good visually. That could be, in a park, that could be outside, that could be against a colorful background, that could be a lot of different places. But don't shoot just a standard right there in front of them, with the phone directly in front of you. The best way to do it is get your angles right. As the young caption philosopher Bossbag says, there's angles to the E's. So he usually says that when it comes to taking food photos, but it's really all about the angles. Like, you got to get those low angles. You got to get something like in the foreground that you actually shooting past. Like, you got to get different. You got to back up maybe 10 steps and get a wide angle shot. Like, really position your photos to look great. Just you standing right in front of somebody and hopefully that turns out, it's not going to work. It's going to look basic as hell. So don't do that and you'll be good. So number 3, this might hurt a lot of y'all. I think it is, because a lot of people do this. Stop using filters. Filters make your photos look trash. Filters, all they do is put the same little yellow gradient over the whole thing, which it doesn't need it. Filtering isn't color correcting. Filter doesn't make all the colors pop. It just makes everything look washed out and look dry and dusty. And you don't want to look dusty. So the best way of going about doing that is something that I use is I actually downloaded Lightroom onto my phone, and that's actually the program that I use to edit photos in general. But now that I actually have it on my phone, it makes it a little bit easier to, do it on the go. So what I do is take a good photo out there, take a good photo, put in Lightroom, and then I start adjusting. You don't have to do anything crazy. You're really just adjusting the blacks, the whites, the shadows, the highlights. Maybe add some clarity to it if that's what you kind of like to go for. Add some grain if you like that grainy look. Or you can actually just go in and make certain colors pop out a little bit more. So if I was taking a photo of what I look like right now, I would probably crush these blacks, make that a little bit darker. Maybe, crease the redness of my hat a little bit. And I usually just add some clarity, about 25%. But that's pretty much all you have to do. If you want to make your photos pop, all you gotta do is do a little bit slight color correcting, and it's gonna look way better than using the filter. Those are really my 3 tips on how to actually shoot photos with your phone and have it look professional. So it's a lot of y'all who actually have businesses and brands who are trying to get around shooting with photographers, which sometimes I get it. Sometimes you just need some quick photos to add somewhere or photos to post. So the best way of doing that is, like I said, not use a filter, shoot with different angles, get close up, back up, you know, side, all that good stuff. And the third thing is shooting good light. So those are my suggestions. That's all I got. So once again, this is Shy Harris of the Rebel Society, and I'm out.